Okay, welcome everyone. My name is Patrick. I'm the founder of NMaker, and I'm extremely happy to be able to host this live stream today. We have a lot of exciting guests waiting behind backstage, and we'll be talking about the joint catalyst proposal that we have with multiple amazing companies like NMaker, of course, but also Barça Vision, Women in Tech, Plastics, Andamio. So I'm very, very excited. And let me just bring up all of our amazing guests. So let's start with Roberto, adding him, and Melissa, Jordi, and Anna, if her camera works. Yes, working perfectly. Yoram, Jamie, Manmaker, Andre, Anna, and everyone is up on stage. Welcome. So glad to have you all.
Thank you.
Let's begin with a very quick round of introductions. So there's a lot of you here today. So maybe we'll just start, in the top. Roberto, do you want to say a few words about yourself and what you do and your background, essentially?
Yes, thank you, Patrick. My name is Roberto. I'm one of the co-founders of Andamio here with Yoram. I've been involved with Cardano for a little bit over 2 years now. And with Andamio since early last year. We've been working really, really hard on fulfilling this vision of building trust. And my role is sort of all over the place. I help Yoram, I help with anything that's needed. So I can't really, in hospitality, we call that an all-rounder. So I'm gonna say I'm an all-rounder. Yeah, and happy to be here.
Super to be having you here. Yeah, very exciting. Maybe let's go directly over to Yoram here. Welcome, Yoram. How are you today?
Yeah, great. Thank you for hosting us. Great being here. Yeah, on Cardano for almost 4 years, and I spending my time in this amazing ecosystem in 2 areas. One with Andamio, the second part is onboarding companies to the ecosystem. And this actually proposal combined them both. So yeah, we have there a lot of friends, and happy to be part of this incredible proposal.
Wonderful, great to have you. Then let's give it over to Andre. Welcome, Andre. How are you?
Thank you, Patrick. Hello, everyone. My name is Andre Vanny Robin. I'm the CEO and founder of Plastics. Been working on building a sustainability business for the last 5 years, helping the world track plastic waste and ensuring that it's being recovered and recycled. It is a privilege to be here with our partners at the Cardano, Andamio, Barça, and very much look forward to hearing what Ana Aguilar has to say, who is our operations director and managing director of Spain.
Perfect. Over to Ana then. How are you today?
Hello. How are you? Thank you to invite me in this space. Yes, as the introduction of Andre, I'm the managing director in Plastics in Spain and the operations director worldwide of Plastics. And one of my roles is translate all the data we are doing in our concrete solutions inside procedures inside the company, and be transparent in our traceability of the sustainability. We are bringing technology and stability to this ecosystem, and as well I'm the ones to work with finishing this gender gap.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us. Maybe let's give it directly over to the second Anna that we have on the stage. Let me try to bring you up. There's so many here that I'm struggling. Okay, here you go. Anna, how are you today?
Hi, thank you, Robin, for inviting me in this space also. Well, I'm the second Anna from FCBarcelona, more specifically from Barça Vision. I'm senior Web3 project manager in Barça Vision. That is a company that was created 2 years ago. And together with Jordi Mumpart and Holger Wittner, we are developing and creating all the Web3 strategy around the club, and taking the advantage of the brand to create digital products and explode them in the Web3 space and blockchain. And
Great,
of course,
thank you.
pleased to be here with all of you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this introduction. Then let's give it over to Jordi. Hello, Jordi. I think you're muted. We cannot hear you at the moment.
Yes, yeah, I have some delay, a few seconds delay. So first of all, thank you, Patrick. It's a really pleasure to have here to be here with good friends. And my name is Jordi Montpart. I'm director of research at FCBarcelona. And as I explained, we are here in the ecosystem since 2 years ago and ready to do really good things. Not only, let's say, for FCBarcelona, but I would say for good in general.
Wonderful. Yeah, great to have you. And then let's give it over to Melissa. Where are you, Melissa? There you are.
I am here. Hello.
Yeah. Good to have you. How are you?
Thanks for having me. I'm Melissa Slaymaker. I'm the Global Partnership Director for Women in Tech, which is a global movement. I work with Ayumi Ayoki, who's the CEO. And have been partners with Cardano Foundation for, I think, 2 or 3 years now, working very closely with them, specifically on the academy side to educate more women, specifically, in blockchain and all their Cardano products. So, but we're happy to be included in this wonderful event and to encourage more women to be part of this. Yeah, that's me.
Great to have you. Then we have another guest from Women in Tech who I unfortunately cannot pronounce and I also don't see. Wafeka, are you there? No? Okay, I think not. Okay, then let's skip that for now and let's give it over to Jamie from NMaker. How are you today, Jamie?
Hey, Patrick, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on. So my name is Jamie. I work with NMaker, helping keep the community up to date on, well, if you don't know what NMaker is, the most powerful tool to create and manage your NFT and tokenization project on Cardano.
Perfect. As if someone told you what to say. Great. So Yoram, let's start maybe with you and with a very quick introduction, because of course there's 4 amazing companies here on stage, 5 amazing companies here on stage, and we all came together to create this proposal, and it has made some waves in the Cardano community. So you are the man who kind of pulled all the strings together. So please tell us how it all happened and what we are actually doing here.
Yeah, so thank you for that. And yeah, I think this proposal is about building trust and building collaboration. And this is actually what we see here in a nutshell, right? That's how I'll summarize this proposal. And it's building trust through collaboration with people and building trust through technology that we are offering. But how it started, so I'm working with the amazing team of Plastics for over a year now, a year and a half. And I'm advising to them and helping them in different areas, and I always encourage them to come to be part of the Cardano ecosystem. And I'm happy also that they are presenting some proposal of their own in this fund. We were lucky to have this year the Fund 12 launch at Barcelona, thanks to the Catalyst team and the votes actually of the community to have it there. Andre and Anna joined us to the event. And when Chris Bird from Project Catalyst, announced the new partner category, we kind of, Andre pick up the phone and to Jordi and the team and say, come over, meet great people and come and see what we are doing. And I'm very pleased that Jordi actually said, okay, I'm doing it. He came over and he was able to meet a lot of people from the community and see the spirit of the community. And there was team also from IOG, from Imargo, from CF. So great team all together there. And so he got the first spirit. And then he gave us a brief of kind of what Barça Vision is looking for. And when he gave us a brief, I mean, we said, okay, it's amazing. It was about how they can engage more funds and women empowerment and sustainability through their social networks. And it was Jordi will speak more about it, and Anna. And it was kind of amazing, and it fit very well on Damio, which is the other hat. And then it was obvious to bring the right partners on board, like Women in Tech for empowering women, and Plastics, obviously, for the sustainability challenge, and NMaker as such an important infrastructure provider to the ecosystem. So yeah, that's kind of how we started to work together. We created a team, and I think the proposal just kind of flew naturally quite fast, and we all aligned about what we are trying to do and how we're trying to achieve it. And yeah, and basically started great collaboration.
Wonderful, great introduction. So I think then as a next step, let's give it over to Anna from Barça Vision. Maybe you can tell us a little bit as an entry point about the goals of Barça Vision and what you are really trying to achieve. Your video is a bit stuck, so I hope you can hear us and that there.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
Perfect.
Well, basically, I would like Jordi to do a little bit of an introduction about FCBarcelona and Barça Vision. But I would say, basically, in terms of Web3 strategy, we have 5 points that I want to deep into a little bit. But if it's possible, I want to give the word to Jordi one part to do this introduction, and then we can deep into these 5 points.
Yes, absolutely. Let's do that. Jordi,
thanks.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Anna. We already prepared a little ourselves how to explain, let's say, the questions that you wanted us to answer. So I will start, but then Anna will take, let's say, the stage and will explain all the details and all these things. So what I wanted to say basically is the following. First, that we had this meeting maybe 2 months ago at Yoram, and it was super easy from the very beginning. It was smooth, it was organically because we were aligned from the very beginning. And I would say that it was very easy because once you understand what's FCBarcelona, I think it's a different thing that you expected. Because everyone knows Barça as a top sports club, probably the biggest multi-sport club in the world. But not so many people knows the unique things of FCBarcelona. And let me explain 2 or 3. You will see that they are super aligned, even with the proposal. The first thing is that it's a club that belongs to the members. So we have 150,000 members that they are really the owners of the club. So this means that we have a democracy in the sense that we have elections. The president is elected from different candidates, and we have been able to kick out the members of the club. So it's really democratic. It also means that we are a little chaotic, because democracy means sometimes that there is a little of chaos and sometimes decisions that are not the right one. Okay, but this is normal. Another thing that is, let's say, unique from us is that it's not only about, let's say, men and football. The team that we are much more proud of currently is our women first team. They are the European champions. They have been, let's say, in the finals for 3 years in a row. We have the 2 best players, women in the world, Aitana Mati and Alexia Putellas. We have also a training school that is called Masia, that is the only top training school where both boys and girls reside. We have a foundation, our own foundation. We have, for instance, we have done things like the first time that we have a sponsor in the jersey was around 20 years ago, and the club has won in 124 years. So the first time that we had a sponsor in the jersey was UNICEF, and we invented something called the reverse sponsorship. So this means that we were paying for this sponsor, not receiving money. We were paying for this. And now we have the United Nations Office for Refugees. We are very proud of all things. So you can see that we like us to be called like more than a club, because it's not only about football, it's about sustainability, it's about equity, it's about many things that every single person could stand for. Yeah? And this project with Adamio, with NMaker, with Women in Tech, and with plastics has to do with this. And as Anna said, we have created a company that is called Barça Vision, that is the vehicle in order to be, let's say, in the market and promote web projects, etc. And I stop here, and now is Anna. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you for this introduction to FC Barcelona and to all the values that you represent, and of course to Barça Vision. So yeah, as you said, over to Anna.
Yeah, so basically in that space that Jordi mentioned, we are focusing in different points, I would say 5 points. The first one is Barça is already prepared to give, it's already prepared because it has Web3 integrations. That means that we are prepared to sell tickets related to tickets to go to a match, register on the blockchain. So this is the first point that we cover at FC Barcelona. But also in terms of Web3, we created this, we go over NFTs and digital collectibles, as you may know. From the club, we launch a series of NFTs, a masterpieces, we call it. It's a series of 10 masterpieces that we're gonna be launched in the next month or years. But by now, we already launched 2 of them. The first one was auctioned in New York, in Sotheby's, 2 years ago. It was a tribute to Johan Cruyff and the goal that he scored in 1933. This launch of this NFT was extremely successful, but this is not the only masterpiece that we launched, because a year ago we launched also a tribute to Alexia Putellas. She's twice times winner of the Best FIFA Award. She has golden balloons of gold and among many other awards. And she, together with Aitana Bonmatí, is the best woman soccer player in the world right now. So we decided to distribute to her and creating this masterpiece that was auctioned in OpenSea. It was extremely successful also. It was sold for over 300,000 euros at that time. And of course, this is a tribute to Alexia Putellas, but also to the woman in the ecosystem, in IT, in sports and beyond. So that's why we selected this character for that for our second masterpiece. Also, we are focusing at Barça Vision in fan tokens. As you know, we have a partner that is already exploding a token that is called Bar token at that point. But of course, Barça is planning to cover and be involved with our own token in the future. Of course, we are working with the wallet. We're planning to have our own Barça wallets, in which we could engage with many fans and people around the world, and creating this directly connection with our fans. Also, we are working, of course, with the Web3 social media. That means we created this channel that is called Discord, in which we want to grow our database related to Web3 and blockchain. We launched it recently, and it was extremely successful also because from the very beginning we had 40,000 followers in the platform, and we got scared because it was huge. But then right now we have almost 75,000 followers on the platform. So for us it's massive, but we wanna grow still more in the channel. And I think this is like the 5 points. This is an overview of all of them, but if you want, we can go deeper in the following questions.
Yeah, no, I think you summarized it very well. So essentially, just let me try to break it down again. So the goals that you are focusing on as Barça Vision in general is, of course, women empowerment, developing
Exactly.
world, growth, things like this, sustainability. Of course, we mentioned that, and of course, you want to build fan engagement with the existing Barça community, bringing them closer to the club. And what you've done is you launched this Discord server, which grew incredibly fast and quickly, and you want to essentially use it to bind the Barca community more to the club, and also to like use it as a platform for these values that you essentially have as FC Barcelona, right? And
Exactly.
Great. So maybe the one thing that, of course, everyone is curious about is, FC Barça has been doing a lot with Web3, but what exactly, or maybe you can talk a little bit more about the goals of this specific proposal. What do you want to achieve? How will it evolve over the next 12 months? If you have a few more words about that.
Well, you mean related to the proposal?
Yeah,
or in
what's
general?
the goal of the proposal essentially? Did we miss anything, or did we cover the overview already?
Yeah, no. I wanted to deep a little bit more about the specific proposal that we are submitting with all of these amazing companies around. Well, from my perspective, I personally think that Web3 and technology and sports is too male, let's say. And then, I mean, we are from Barça, we like to encourage to change this and make it more sustainable, more feminine focused, more empower young generations and future generations to grow with more empowered. That's why we are from Barça Vision. We are honored to submit this project with all these amazing companies. Actually, 20% of our followers at Barça are women, and we would like to expand, of course, this database with the number of fans. And then, of course, regarding sustainability, we joined forces with Plastics some time ago, and we created that collection with them. I think Anna and Andrea will dip a little bit more with the explanation of this collection. But of course, from Barça, we fight a lot to gender equality, to sustainability, and to close this gap in all that sectors.
Okay, wonderful, great. Thank you so much for the overview. Maybe let's now move it over to Andamio, to Yoram, to maybe also give a little bit of Andamio's perspective on this proposal, what exactly we will be doing, and yeah, you know the drill, Yoram. Please tell us.
Yeah. So how do you grow the Discord server? I mean, the potential of the Discord server is huge, right? And there's the other social networks, they have tens of millions of followers. So how do you grow the Discord server in a way that actually empower sustainability and empower women? And Discord server is different than others, and it's actually have an opportunity to connect more technology oriented. Also and kind of teach technology and engage better the fans. So Andamio, once we got this brief from them, basically was a perfect match in that sense. And we spoke about human trust a lot. So Andamio bring a lot technology trust. So we build the infrastructure to basically have verified skills and verified contribution that helps to build reputation, right, within an ecosystem. And that's so important when you to build trust and reputation is very tough, and it takes us a lot of time, and normally we do it in a personal way. But how you do it in a decentralized world and in a fun engagement world. And this is what Andamio really does, and we're already working also under the hood quite a lot in the Cardano ecosystem with many Plutus PBL and ICANN and Go and many other customers that are using the platform. And when this opportunity came, it was just a perfect way to build the infrastructure that enabled skill development through a Web3 basically learning infrastructure that you can have the skill verified on chain that you learn. So you can learn about sustainability, you can learn about how to manage a Discord channel, for example, right? And become a channel manager for the Discord, which enabled them to grow it. So all of that things you can learn and get kind of verified on-chain skills, and then you can contribute after you learn a skill, right? So you learn a certain skill, you can contribute, you learn how to be a channel manager. Now you can actually be a channel manager, right? And then also this is, so you're starting to work on that, the skill is being verified, your contribution is being verified, sorry, and then you get rewards, right? You can get NFT reward, or you can get actual ADA reward, which is part of the proposal. So yeah, so that's really was a perfect match. And then we said, okay, if we need to create great content, for that, definitely women in tech and women empowerment will be an important partner there to help in that process. And when we are getting also content about the Cardano blockchain from Cardano Foundation, which will be done there and integrated into the Andamio platform. So there'll be many layers. And then if you look about sustainability, then Plastic obviously already working with Barça and having this trust, and so that was an obvious integration as well to the platform. And then obviously Endmaker with the infrastructure of reward and NFTs infrastructure as reward. So that's kind of how it's all come together around all the great partners and the Andamio platform based on the brief and what Barça vision is trying to achieve. And through that, we believe we will achieve a lot of fun engagement, reputation, able to that women will learn skills, and not only women, but obviously also women learn skills and contribute and get rewards for that and build a reputation within a social network ecosystem. It's really, really exciting project. I can go on and on, so I'm so excited about this project and team. So, but I stop here for now.
Thank you for finding a point. No, I think it's wonderful. I'm very excited as well, and I think you summarized very well how we have these like different puzzle pieces, and they're all coming together now to create this proposal. So I'm very excited about this, and maybe let's use this opportunity and give it to the next puzzle piece, which is of course plastics. So I'm gonna bring up Anna from Plastics. So good to have you. Maybe do you want to begin maybe with a quick overview over what Plastics actually does, and then explain your role in this sort of proposal?
Yeah, I would like more than Plastics, starting with the relation with Plastics and Football Club Barcelona and Andamio, because I starting with Football Club Barcelona, working directly with the project with the digital collections we made over the last year. And because we will find one of the values of Football Club Barcelona, that is sustainability, and as well the part of technology and part of inspiration and education, because this is woman in tech as well. So we decided to create this project, and I started working directly with this project and with Plastics. Why? Because Plastics has in common with the vision of Barça vision as well, that we are using Web3. We have an app that make the traceability that the plastic is recovered and recycled, and we purchase this. Our entities around the world that are recovering the plastic purchase this and a plastic credit. It belongs to our roadmap. So our roadmap is like buy new machinery, open new landfills, grow the community of the employees of the good waste pickers has a good way to work, so have a dignity working, and all these kind of things belong to make better the traceability and a roadmap of sustainability, thanks to purchase this plastic credit in an app that we are using blockchain. Why we have the relation with Andamio? Why we have the relation with Cardano as well? Because of that, we want to join the forces and with Cardano in that point. And with Football Club Barcelona, basically directly with Barça Vision, was the value of ecosystem Web3, and as well digital collectibles that were mentioned by Anna. And as well, the third part was like sustainability, education, inspiration, and all this ecosystem that grow big values that we need in this world. And basically, this is the relation between this ecosystem, all this ecosystem with Barça. And I think the overview of the creation of plastics, Andre can focus presenting, that has a good history as well and good introduction. But I'm the bridge speaking about these details because I start in, and the relation with Jordi and Anna, I have to say that is a very professional relation, but the values of, we are really good people. I mean, we worked together, was really smooth. The time we enjoy together working and creating new projects is like a very friendly relation as well, and a professional relation with them because we are growing very good things, good business. And Andre, if you want to introduce something about in general aspects of plastics, what is doing, I would like you make with me this tandem as Jordi and Anna made this tandem, because everything is team working here.
Thank you, Anna. Essentially, I founded Plastics 5 years ago because I wanted to address an industry that had not changed in decades, which was the waste management industry. And always in the public's view, there has always been doubt about the transparency of this industry, if the actual plastic waste is being recovered and if it's actually being recycled. So the only way to address this doubt was to provide a new revenue stream for this industry, which had always been built on two, which was collecting the actual waste, and the other one was separating that waste and selling it as a feedstock to the recyclers. So the idea was to incentivize transparency by providing the ability to sell the data, the proof that this plastic waste was recovered and delivered to the recycler, and to have this proof on chain so that anyone could see and could be verified by third parties. And that essentially was the original foundation of the company, which we've been developing in 20 different countries across different cultures to provide this on-chain transparency in the plastic waste recovery. And Barça has been a phenomenal partner because of its brand, because of its community, more than 400 million users across the planet. And so ultimately leveraging that community to show that plastic beyond the stadium of Barça is also being recovered thanks to Barça. And ultimately the ability and the privilege to work together with the Women in Tech and Andamio in Cardano for this is what really motivated us in being part of this project.
Thank you, Andre and Anna. Patrick is having a bit of an issue with internet connection, so I'll be helping out with the hosting. I just wanted to say that I think in life and in business, good relationships are based on trust and shared values, and it's incredible to see this real connection between all these different organizations that have their own goals, but really share those beliefs in doing things like women empowerment and sustainability, whether economical and environmental. So absolutely an incredible use case for what is the sustainability industry, and especially for a good use for blockchain, which is one of the goals of this partner category. And we know that you're also working with EndMaker on another project, and I just want to say that that is incredible, and it's a great case for the Cardano ecosystem. Now, if we can move on to Women in Technology Global, and Melissa, could you tell us a little bit about what Women in Tech Global does and the role in the, oh, no, Patrick's back. That's great. Yeah, Melissa, Patrick, if you could tell us a little bit about Women in Tech, and Patrick can take over.
Absolutely. Thank you so much again. It's actually great to see a group of people from all different countries and all over the world working together on such a great cause. Women in Tech Global Movement is an organization that works on empowering women and girls in tech, as the name says. But we are affiliated with the World Economic Forum. We work with the UN Women. We work with organizations that are really focusing on driving global action and not just talking about a problem, but actually delivering solutions to gender equality in STEM, on STEAM. We have actually over 250,000 members globally. We are in 6 continents, in 57 chapters all over the world. I myself actually in Cape Town in South Africa, so I look after the Africa region for Women in Tech globally. But I actually want to also answer the question that has come through from one of the comments here from Swarm said, so after this proposal, what would the next steps be like? So I liked what Yoram said around the community managers and the Discord channel. So essentially it is empowering through education, number one. With Cardano especially, they have their own curriculum for teaching Web3 technology. So through Women in Tech, we teach Web3, we teach blockchain, we empower through education. We also want to create more jobs for these community managers on the Discord channels, on managing the networks, getting more women and men. I mean, it's for everyone, right? We're not excluding anyone, but it is really getting everybody excited and giving everyone equal opportunity. Unfortunately, there is still a gender gap. That's why we still exist. If you look at some statistics from UNESCO, I think they said 27% of all STEM jobs globally are held by women. So we're not at the 50% yet. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But with Web3 technology being a relatively new, when I say relatively new, it's about 10 years, plus, but, compared to other technology, it really is an opportunity for women to get involved. And it's job creation, and it's financial independence, and it's empowerment through education. So with Women in Tech, we really want to focus on accessibility to good quality education, job creation, networking, and making it global. So really, it is fantastic to be part of this proposal where we can all join forces and really, essentially, what are we doing? We're trying to achieve, sustainable development goals. So it's around the SDGs. It's around driving that impact, but being accountable and measuring and measurable. So. I think that's what Women in Tech does really well, is we talk the talk, but we also walk the walk. I see Ayumi has joined the chats, and she's our CEO and founder. And it is her wonderful organization that she started in 2018. And we work with Cardano Foundation now for a few years on driving this message of accessibility to good quality education and to including more women in Web3. So I think that's hopefully answers the question that was in the chat around what's next. So after the proposal, work doesn't stop. That's when the work starts. And that's when we will start to really work together to create sustainable solutions, inclusive solutions that's, for everyone. And that everyone feels that they are part of something really great. Any other questions? I think that's it.
Thank you, Melissa. I think that covered it pretty well. That was very comprehensive. And again, just really emphasizing the shared values of Cardano, and it's making the world better for all, and that includes equality and sustainability economically and environmental. So that's really good. That's a really good answer, and I think a really good use case again of these shared values that we are creating in the ecosystem. So thank you so much. We're moving on to EndMaker, and that is Patrick that is here. So yes. Patrick, can you tell us a little bit about EndMaker?
Yeah, of course, and thank you so much, Roberto, for taking over. I'm in India right now, so my power just decided to go out for a second, and then I had to wait for the Wi-Fi to come back. But I'm very happy to be back. At EndMaker, we care about building the infrastructure for products and projects that solve actual problems, right? We don't care so much about speculation and hype and all this other stuff that's going on in crypto sometimes. but we care really about just taking problems and solving them. And we want to be the infrastructure for businesses that go out there and actually try to tackle these difficult challenges. So that basically means, when we heard first about this proposal, when I first heard about this proposal from Yoram, I got super excited immediately, because it's not just about, launching a new coin or something, but it's about building a real solution with actual values attached to it, which fit, of course, to the FCBarcelona vision. So I think it's a really great collaboration, and also 4-5 amazing companies that are participating here. So I'm very excited. And just maybe, if someone doesn't know NMaker, to give a quick overview of what we do, we're essentially an infrastructure provider for businesses that want to come to the blockchain and launch their own NFTs, launch their own tokens, build their own wallets, things like that. So we offer the underlying technology, and in the best case, you don't even see us, you just see the businesses and projects that are building on top of us. Yes, I think that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Patrick. That was excellent. That's a great vision of focusing on real-world use cases and real impact for blockchain, and bringing that inside and outside Web3, right? That's an important bridge that we need to cross at some point. So love that. Love the idea of blockchain being just in the background, right? It doesn't need to be the first thing that people see. It's more of the benefits and the use case. So just remind everyone that's watching or participating in Twitter or LinkedIn to keep your questions coming, and we'll bring them up to the panelists in a bit. Let's just go on to a couple of questions. These are, sorry, yeah?
Yeah, no, you go ahead, but I would love to go back to the swarm question, maybe. And that. You have something. Yeah, I think it was a great question, and Lisa gave the perspective of this proposal. I think, again, overall, we are building trust, and we are building collaboration, and as Anna from Barça Vision mentioned, they have different pillars of work that they are working on, right? So it's up to us also as an ecosystem, and up to now, I think it's going great, to show the value, to work together with them, create the right relationship, and there is obviously this proposal by itself will scale significantly as an infrastructure for what they are doing, but as Anna mentioned before, there are multiple opportunities and multiple things that they are working on, and we need to do a great job and connect in a personal level and build the trust and show that we can support them in the work, and I think there will be many opportunities coming to the ecosystem. But I don't know, Jordi or Anna, if you want to mention relate to that.
And Jordi and Anna, the question was, what is your vision? What is Barça Vision's beyond the proposal, and what are the next steps for Barça Vision? Oh, there it is. Thank you.
I think Jordi yeah.
Can you hear me?
You're muted.
No.
Yeah, because I have many problems with my connection. I'm using now Anna's, let's say, connection. So what I wanted to say is that, I mean, beyond this project that we think that is amazing, what I would like to say is that we as a Barça, we feel like that we have a responsibility, and the responsibility has to do with the fact that, I mean, our company is an emotional company, and we have almost 500 million people that they listen us. So we have the responsibility to do things in the right direction, especially with new technologies. And this means AI, blockchain, etc. So this means that we have the responsibility of changing the direction that many institutions are taking in terms of centralization. For instance, we are seeing that many clubs are owned by a single person, and then people they are not listened. We have this in FC Barcelona, but we also think that as it was explained by, for instance, Women in Tech, that there is a big gender balance, not only in sports, but also in technology. So we have the responsibility to explain this and to try to change it, do our best. So this project with Andamio, Maker, Women in Tech, Plastics, is just the beginning. We are committed in changing things, creating, let's say, new messages. And we think this is important because many clubs in the world, they take technologies as a tool, or in this case, they only want to license assets to companies. But we don't want to do this. We want to partner and do things together.
Thank you so much, Florian.
Thank
And anyone that's looking for more information on Barça Vision and what they're doing, they can go to barcavision.fcbarcelona.com. And there's a lot of really useful information there where you can get a good idea of what this commitment is to emerging technologies and redefining what it means to be a fan. Andre, there's a question in the chat to Plastics, and it says, are you using informational NFTs embedded in NFC scannable chips to track the recycle flow from entity to entity, or some other tech?
Well, basically, we're using the NFT as a guarantee of the information that has been verified related to the actual invoices that have been issued by the waste recovery entity when they are selling the physical waste to the recycler. And then we are tracking the proof of payments of these invoices, as well as all the documentation related to the shipment of the physical waste. So the NFT, in fact, has 5 data points which are uploaded on chain after we have done the verification, which is the invoice number, the date of the invoice, the time, the type of plastic that was recovered, the quantity of plastic that was recovered, and the destination of that plastic. Those are the 5 data points which are put on the NFT for future references. In terms of tech that we use AI tools to be able to detect fraudulent documentation, because we are working in 20 different jurisdictions. So ultimately, uploading all the different types of templates of the documentation in those 20 different jurisdictions is what AI is needed for, to red flag if there's any false information, and then to be able to act upon that and not upload it onto the NFT. So the NFT, in essence, is a tool that has a dual function. One, a guarantee, essentially, that the waste was recovered and recycled, and then obviously a funding instrument. By buying it, obviously, you're sending money to the entity to fund what Anna was mentioning earlier, roadmaps, which can be essentially buying new machinery, opening up a new geographical area to recover plastic waste, hiring more waste pickers, increasing the salaries of the waste pickers, providing medical care, providing personal protective equipment. Whatever those roadmaps are, our job is to make sure that they are carried out and that the money issued from the sale of the NFT is audited and enables us to measure what the environmental impact is. So we do not use any NFC technology, but we do use artificial intelligence.
Thank you, Andre. I have a question for Melissa from Women in Tech. What initiatives are Women in Tech planning for women's empowerment through Cardano?
Sorry, what is the last part of the question? I didn't hear. What is the initiatives? Can you just repeat the question?
That's okay. What initiatives are Women in Tech planning for women's empowerment through Cardano? Or maybe a little bit more about the collaboration with Cardano Foundation.
So we have partnered with Cardano Education, or Academy, should I say rather. So we are planning very soon to launch a certification program through Women in Tech. You can, if you follow the chats, I did see Ayumi put a link to our Women in Tech Hub, which is just wit-h.com. The hub has access to all of our programs, our events, our talent hub, the mentoring programs, everything that we have that you can see there. And very soon, so just keep watching the space, we will be launching an academy on there where you can go and register to learn Cardano blockchain technologies through cohorts and workshops that they will be delivering. So very, very soon. So we are working with Cardano to, I've actually done the courses, some of the courses myself, so I'm Cardano certified. And it's so interesting just to learn about blockchain, how it's applicable to not just not just a peer-to-peer transaction sort of platform, but also all of the smart contracts that you can create. We spoke a little bit about the supply chain with plastics, but how to enable that to actually implement that in your business, how to join the Web3 world safely. In terms of smart wallet creations or digital wallets creations on the Cardano blockchain. I mean, there are so many applications, and I'm very passionate about blockchain, so I can continue talking about this for days. But it really is exciting to share this knowledge with our Women in Tech community. But we will be doing it in cohorts so that it is more manageable and we can track success rates. So just join the platform, follow us on LinkedIn. We will be sharing more information with you very soon around how to also do the certification and join the network. Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question.
That answers our question, and thank you, Ayumi, for posting the website for Women in Tech on the screen. I'm aware of the time, so I think we'll close with one question for Andamio and then one for Endmaker, and then we'll do a round of closing thoughts. So I'm gonna, Yoram, one of the questions is, what specific infrastructure is Andamio building for Barça Vision?
Yeah, thanks for that. So as I mentioned a little bit before, it starts from, we are trying to build a reputation and trust, right, through a decentralized ecosystem. And a lot of the thing we do at Andamio is have a lot of implication on chain, and they are built on Cardano, obviously. So it starts from of teaching skills, right? We want to teach a set of skills. If it's to be a Discord channel manager, as Barça Vision would like to increase significantly the number of funds. So you need also a channel manager and also in specific destination. So teaching them these skills. We want to teach them some women empowerment skill, right? Or Cardano content. So all of that goes, or about plastic recovery. So all of that go into the Andamio web learning platform, which basically you go through skills that you are learning, and these skills are verified skills, basically for you as you go through them and it's kind of learning by doing. So it's kind of active, it's project-based learning methodology, and very interesting one. So that's kind of the first part, which kind of go on chain. Then there is the contribution opportunity, right? You learned about Discord channel manager, then you can actually have a contribution opportunity as a channel manager within the Barça ecosystem. Or you learn about plastic recycling, right? So you can actually go and collect plastic and share it with the community. So that's the second part, which is also being done on the contribution platform of Andamio. And then as you contribute, you get rewards, and either rewards in ADA if you work, so then you can be a channel manager for 20 hours, let's say, a month in Indonesia, and so you get rewards for that your work, but you also get reputation that actually the work was done. And the rewards can also come with the NFTs, right? So certain type of tags or this type of rewards. For example, if you collected your plastic recovery, you can get some NFTs for that. So all of that infrastructure is basically built on Andamio, and it eventually, if you think about it, you create more and more skills as you learn, more and more contribution, and you build your reputation within the ecosystem, the fun ecosystem. So FCBarcelona. So that's really exciting.
Thank you, Yoram. And thank you, Sebastian, for putting in the chat. How many cups of coffee do you need to get to know someone? And it's kind of what Yoram mentioned about building trust and building the infrastructure to build trust and relationships in a decentralized society and distributed society, globalized society, when we don't necessarily get to meet face-to-face every day, and we need to work with different people, collaborate with different people. So go and check that out. And moving on to NMaker, we know that NMaker makes it incredibly easy to launch your NFT project in Cardano. Patrick, how do you think NFTs can enhance fan engagement and rewards?
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic question, and you know the good thing about NFTs is they just represent ownership on the blockchain, right? So you can use them for whatever you like to use them for, and they can also change over time, which is also very powerful. So the kind of like future that I envision is that everyone who's joining this Discord server, or in general the FC Barça community in some sort of way, will receive an NFT which is coupled to you know this reputation essentially that that Joram was mentioning, so that you have not only this component of, okay, now I have, you know, a collectible on chain that binds me to my favorite club, but also, you know, it represents the ownership and the participation in the Discord community, or in general in the community, right? So there's a lot of like different things that we can do with this NFT, and that we will explore, I think, in the next coming months to figure really out the exact kind of utility for it. But I think, you know, when we think about Web3, there's like there's always this kind of notion of, okay, we want to remove the middleman. We want to remove kind of this platform in between, that's standing between the creator and you know the consumer or the fan, or in this case, you know, the club and the fan, right? So the idea is, okay, now that we have NFTs and they're directly issued by FC Barça and they're directly in the hands of, you know, the FC Barça community members, there can be a direct communication between the two, and there can be a lot more direct engagement between the two. There could be airdrops, there could be on-chain messaging systems, there could be so much things that we can build around it without having to rely on a third-party platform. And I think that's in general a huge and powerful concept, and that's really what, you know, what NFTs and Web3 and everything around that is really all about.
Thank you, Patrick. That sounds incredibly exciting. We'll move on to some closing words from each one of you. Let's start with Barça Vision team, and starting with Anna.
To be building this project related to Web3 and blockchain around all these values: gender gap, sustainability, technology, and trying to close this gap from a very big brand and a very well-known brand all over the world. Personally, I'm proud for obvious reasons, but also because I think we can make a change in the future generations. And of course, as Jordi said, we are in a duty somehow of doing it. Well, we are also proud about working with Andamio, Women in Tech, Plastics, and Makers. And of course, we think this is going to be a huge success for now and the future.
Thank you, Anna. How about you, Jordi? Jordi, what are some closing statements, closing words?
Platform, because he somehow he's not working.
Okay.
Hi. Okay, because I have some problems with my connection, I mean with my mobile, so thanks to Anna that I can answer. So I guess that you were asking about conclusions, and I would say that this is simply the beginning of something that new future that this technology is providing us. And this has to do with many things related to Web3 and blockchain that have to do with, for instance, traceability, authentication, security. This technology is something that we think that is going to change the way that every single person answers questions like, for instance, regarding jobs, working, empowerment. It's going to affect every single of us.
Thank you, Jordi. We had a bit of a technical issue with the sound, but I think you answered one of the questions that's on the chat, which is, what is the real world benefit of this project for Barça fans? And it's just that, right? It's answering questions in this new way with Web3 technologies, like what it means to be a fan, and empowering fans with things like access to digital skills and some sort of reward, real world rewards, access to contribution opportunities, for example. So thank you for those closing statements, guys. Let's move on to plastics. Anna, any last words, any conclusion, any closing words?
Yes, belong to the benefits as well for plastics. And secondly, to regenerating more powerful women in this ecosystem as well. In sustainability ecosystem, we need the education is one of the most important things, and technology is the tool, the very powerful tool to be, as was mentioned in Jordi, transparency, data, auditing, everything is there in the blockchain. And all this, the ecosystem of women in tech that was mentioned by Melissa, only 27% of women are in the STEM and works in the STEM jobs, and we need more women in. And as well in the ecosystem in the plastic waste, that there is a big gap because it was a sector that was not renovating and making good proposals over these 50 years. And now we are creating new solutions in technology as well for our women. The women ecosystem, we need more women in these ecosystems of sustainability, of tech solutions inside sustainability, and STEM works that are related to the sustainability and technology solutions. So everything is like a circle. It's like a cycle of all the things, all the actors that we are here have sense to be here. And as well, we are repeating a lot blockchain. The utility of the NFT is really powerful. Patrick was mentioned that. So it's really more than powerful, this ownership. So this is as well something that belongs to any kind of utility. We are using the NFT as a proof of the data that we are recovering and recycle. We are doing something good, and it's transparent thanks to the technology, and empower women in this ecosystem. We need them because there is a very big gap that we have to cover.
Thank you so much, Anna. That's a wonderful answer. There's a question in the chat. Why did Barça Vision choose Cardano and not Solana or another blockchain? And we addressed that a bit in the chat, but I'll give that over to you, Yoram, as a conclusion for Andamio and your role in bringing Barça Vision to Cardano.
Yes, first of all, I mean, Barça is working with multiple platforms, right? I mean, it's not Barça Vision, so that's important to mention. And I think, and obviously, it's not Barça Vision and Cardano, right? So I think it's connecting between understanding their needs. It's like working together, understanding their needs, meeting the community, meeting the ecosystem. I think which is very different, and I think that's what empowers basically this collaboration. And it's up to us now in the Cardano ecosystem actually to continue this collaboration and prove the work that we are doing and provide real solutions, right? What was the most exciting here that we are, and all of us are speaking about real solutions, right? Not, I mean, that solve problems and that try to bring value for people. And I think that's, so that's in essence that it's really trying to, the ecosystem, it's having the right platform to what they are looking for, which is obviously kind of undone with one of the main infrastructure there, the right ecosystem around that. And just trying to do our best to make sure we empower the fan and that we make them choose more and more Cardano.
Just on that note, sorry to interrupt, just to let everyone know that we are also soliciting 3 proposals, 3 grants to help plastics go onto Cardano. Ultimately, so that we can, our entire infrastructure, our entire platform can be on the Cardano blockchain. sorry for that. You are free to look at our profile at your convenience. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. That's important. Please go check out Plastics proposals to come to Cardano. It will be a great win for this ecosystem to have them participating with us.
Jordi wanted to say something. Jordi, please.
Jordi.
Yeah, I think I wanted to say something important because regarding this question about why Barça Vision chooses Cardano, and the question could be also the other way around, could be why Cardano chooses Barça Vision, and I guess that it has to do also with alignment of values. But I want to say something here, and I think it's super important. We don't want to be the only sports club in Cardano. Cardano should work with us and should work with many others in the same way that we should create a community, let's say, of blockchains and working with all of them if we are aligned in values and working with the best in every single thing. So what I mean with this is that we shouldn't give, as a Barça, exclusivity to any blockchain, as any blockchain should be attached to a single club. We should work all together.
That's an excellent message, Jordi. Thank you for that. Let's move on to Melissa from Women in Tech. Any last words?
Hi there. For last words, just keeping it short, I'll go back to the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. So our mission at Women in Tech is to reach 5 million of women that we've empowered throughout until 2030. But the 17th SDG is around partnerships, and it's around not doing it. You can't do it all on your own. You need to work together with partnerships. You need to work in collaboration. And I think this is what we've created here, is a fantastic collaboration of organizations with this, coming back to the values, with the real trust, the real, same values and same mission to coming together to create something bigger. So this is what I would like to just point out, is that we need more of this. We need more of these collaborations. We need more of these projects where companies are coming together with the same vision and mission and getting it done, creating that solution, not just aiming for something, but let's get the steps and the goals in place, and let's get actions to reach those goals. So that's my final thought.
Thank you, Melissa. That's wonderful. And finally, Patrick, any last words?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. I'm going from the host role to the final words role, I guess. So first of all, thank you to almost 900 people that have been watching this concurrently. So that's very amazing. We're live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and I think we reached a lot of the Cardano and other communities out there. So thank you for tuning in. I could repeat myself and say how amazing this whole collaboration is, and all the values that we share and coming together and all this stuff. But I think we all know this at this point. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I just want to highlight that voting has begun, I think, 4 or 5 hours ago. So it's live right now, and you can go to the Catalyst voting app. You can search for Barça, or for NMaker, or for Andamio, or for Plastics, or Women in Tech, and you will find the proposal, and you will find all the other proposals of, as we just mentioned, from Plastics, but also from Andamio, and of course also from NMaker. So please go in there if you think that this proposal will bring value to Cardano and in general to the world. Then vote for it, and and that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here, for your time, for your answers, for everything. I'm sorry, I think we didn't get to all of the questions in the chat, but if you want any more information, like Patrick said, go to Cardano Idea Scale. You can read the proposal, look up all the organizations. If you like what we're doing here, please support the work. Go check out Andamio's proposals, NMaker's proposals, Plastics, Women in Tech, all that they do. It's incredible work. These are top organizations that are collaborating here for some really novel use cases to bring to our ecosystem. So I would just exhort you to go to your voting app, like Patrick said, and please support the work. And hopefully we'll see all of you again soon. We can talk a little bit more with the community. But for now, that is all for today. Thank you for being here.
Roberto, I want just one last thing from my side, please. I really think that to onboard an organization like Barça Vision and other big organizations we are trying to onboard in Cardano, the ecosystem collaboration is the key, right? I mean, it's really, we need to work as an ecosystem and bring together the right partners to support the needs of different organizations to come on board. And I think that's what will make the difference and the success of the Cardano in general, and onboarding, big brands and for adoption of the solution we are building. So just wanted to leave this message there. And yeah, in Barça Vision, obviously, they have a lot of options and opportunities. And we are really happy they choose to work with us on that, and really looking forward to make great work and work with them for many years to come. Thank you for that.
Well said.
Thank you. Thank you all. This is very grateful. Have a very good day, evening, wherever you are on the planet.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.